These are the stories topping the news. Copyright seminar underway in St. Kitts. ABC countries call for improved electoral process in Guyana, and Saudi Arabia's order of succession has been explained. Good afternoon and welcome to ZIZ's Midday Newscast for January 26, 2015. I am JD Keynes. Now for a look at the news in detail. Today, Monday, marks the start of a two-day copyright seminar which was organized by the Intellectual Property Office in cooperation with the World Intellectual Property Organization, WIPO. This morning's opening ceremony was expected to feature remarks from the country's Justice and Legal Affairs Minister, the Honorable Patrice Nisbet. The topics being covered today, Monday, are copyright and intellectual property and introduction, enforcement and Enforcement and the TRIPS Agreement and Introduction, Copyright in St. Kitts, the legal framework, Copyright in St. Kitts, what are the challenges facing the country, and the enforcement of copyright. We'll have more in tonight's newscast. With the nation waiting patiently for the judgment of the court on the most recent matter brought by the opposition on the boundaries issue, Senator the Honorable Carlisle Powell has said he does not see the need for the fuss. According to the Division Senator, the opposition, particularly the People's Action Movement, would have never supported boundary changes under the best of circumstances.
We see that the Boundaries Commission had a job to do. We see that the boundaries have been unchanged for 22 years. We understand fully that the opposition in St. Kitts would not vote for boundary changes in any way, shape, or form. They will not support boundary changes at all because they would want the boundary changes according to their rules. They are the ones, meaning PAM, who changed boundaries back in '84. Back in 1992, they are not in government, but they feel as if they should be the ones to change the boundaries and to bring what we are calling fairness to the boundaries in 2015, but that is not the case. They appointed the previous boundaries commissions. They did what they had to do in Parliament to get it passed and through so that the boundaries could become effective. We do not see the controversy. We say that it doesn't matter how it was done, when it was done, what time it took to be done, that the opposition in St. Kitts would not support it. They would never support it. But they have not said to anybody that if they were to win the next election, that they would not have done exactly what was done by the federal government.
That was Division Senator the Honorable Carlisle Powell. The People's Employment Program, or PEP, is continuing to develop programs to help the country's youth. This with this morning's launch of the PEP School of Technology. PEP Project Manager Jeffrey Hanley told ZIZ that the goal of the project is to boost the computer skills of PEP participants who have shown an interest.
We are serious about certification, and it is going to happen. And the opening of this School of Technology is just another step closer towards achieving that, as each one of the candidates or students or participants will be given their own ID number. So when the assessments are ready to be done and you'll go behind those computers, even if the assessors are not here, they might be in England, they will know that Mary Jane is on the system.
He said the school will also provide added support to participants who are already involved in related fields, such as graphic design. Hanley noted that once the training modules are complete, the school will remain available to be used by the community. PEP and other government officials delivered brief remarks at the opening ceremony at the Newtown Community Center this morning. Hanley also commended the PEP participants in construction who helped remodel and prepare the venue for the new School of Technology. We move now to news on the regional scene. A Trinidad woman who videotaped the 10-year-old boy at the center of child abuse allegations says she did not believe the child would survive such abuse. The child and his brother were assessed by social welfare officers on the weekend after the video was posted on social media.
The young boys have been removed from the custody of their mother and stepfather and are to be medically examined and assessed by social welfare officers. However, the uploader of the video isn't happy about the couple being arrested.
That was the action taken, you know. I'm happy that the little boy is rescued, and I hope that he goes into safe hands, because nobody will really want to wish that someone be arrested or whatever, because I didn't see them committing any crime to him. But I look at it as abuse. You know, you abuse the child, you abuse your powers as a parent.
She says there are many instances of child abuse that go unseen, and she hopes that parents can be more mindful in their treatment of children.
And they act as dense people. I will not condone that. You cannot be abusing a child in such a manner. That is total abuse. It is total abuse. I don't care if it's chores, if you're punishing him, it have ways and means to punish children. This is not something for fame. It is not something to expatiate and be enjoyed. I am saddened by it. That's the reason I shared it, and I hope the authorities make the right decision.
Out of St. Lucia, the Monrepo Vieux-Fort Minibus Association has summoned a meeting to elect a new executive to run the association's affairs. An executive they hope will unite already divided drivers and move to address issues affecting them. DBS's Cecile Actil reports.
Trouble is brewing between members of the executive of the Monrepo Vieux-Fort Minibus Association, but the PRO of the association says that the fracas will be quelled after the association meets on Sunday. Xavier Lupin says according to the association's constitution, a driver must own a route permit to be a member of the association, but he says members are taking matters into their own hands and making decisions without the body's consent. The association has written letters to bus owners who have permit to attend an AGM meeting on Sunday, and if they fail to, they will be fined $100.
We wrote them a letter, and there is a fine on the letter stating by $100 if all owners do not come to meetings. So all owners must attend the meeting on Sunday, because there is a lot of owners that rent in the route permits and they don't show up at all. It has been months or years we have never seen these owners, and this is wrong. By right, they're not supposed to be members of the association now. Association doesn't run by one person, it runs by executive. When an executive takes a decision, one person cannot overthrow that decision. It's an executive decision, not one person.
And that's what's happening in your organization?
Sometimes.
One person wants to take
Sometimes.
And that
now,
person is a member of the association?
Well, at one point in time, the person he was not a member, but he believes that he could do whatever it is he feels like and come to meetings uninvited.
A new executive will be appointed during that meeting. However, minibus driver Philip Baptiste has called on members to vote for a president who will improve the lot of bus drivers plying the southern routes.
Our stand in Castries, that is not a stand for a big association like this where we're an independent state. Look at the stand in Vieux-Fort. We don't even have a loading bay. I mean, the stand is not marked. No visitor comes in and asks them, where is the Vieux-Fort stand? You don't know where it is because it's not marked. There is no arrow, nothing pointing you towards a Vieux-Fort stand. We don't have toilet. We don't have seating accommodation. We don't have anything whatsoever. Rain, what people, when it rains. I mean, we need something. So that's why I call on the members on Sunday, vote for a president that has what it takes, that can fight together with them to achieve what they have to achieve.
The PRO of the association says that there are drivers who ply the route who don't own the bus, neither the route permits. For the DBS News World, I am Cecile Actil.
Internationally, Syriza, a radical left party, has swept to power in Greece, promising to end years of painful austerity policies in an election victory that puts the country on a collision course with the EU and international creditors. In a result that exceeded analysts' expectations, Syriza and its 40-year-old leader Alexis Tsipras won 149 seats in the 300-seat Greek parliament, just too short of an absolute majority. Al Jazeera's Barnaby Phillips reports from Athens.
Small country, big election. Syriza's voters have rejected austerity and pushed Greece and perhaps the whole Eurozone in a new political direction.
The Greek people's mandate is undoubtedly closing the vicious circle of austerity. Your mandate to cancel the bailouts of austerity and destruction. The Greek people's mandate has put the Troika in the past.
This is a stunning victory for Alexis Tsipras and the Greek left. He says that he has brought hope back to the Greek people. This result will reverberate around Europe and there may be difficult negotiations in the weeks to come between Greece and other countries in the Eurozone.
Syriza's supporters are euphoric. Alexis Tsipras says that much of Greece's debt must be forgiven by foreign lenders and that he will spend more on welfare, raise the minimum wage, cut taxes and hire more civil servants.
There will be some type of collision with European Union, but I think that the core of his policy, which is to sustain the poor people and the working class here in Greece, that it was repressed really from the last government, I think that he will retain this type of promise.
It's a great day because we have been passing through recession for the last 5 years. So it's gonna be great for new people, new opportunities, new jobs. It's gonna be great. I'm really hopeful for the future.
It was a bitter night for the outgoing governing party New Democracy. Only a handful of supporters came to central Athens to hear the results. The party that brought Greece back to economic growth was punished for supporting austerity.
The Greek people have spoken and we all respect their decision. My conscience is clear. I took over a country on the edge of catastrophe. Most people said we wouldn't make it, but we did.
Millions of people in Greece are on or below the poverty line. Unemployment has soared. That explains this dramatic result. But how long will the celebrations last? Somehow, Mr. Tsipras must persuade the countries that have lent Greece money to accept a radical change in European economic policy. He may succeed, but if he fails, he could yet lead Greece to disaster. Barnaby Phillips, Al Jazeera, Athens.
A group calling itself the official cyber caliphate has hacked the official website of Malaysia Airlines. Yaiming Wu reports.
This is the page that appears when you type in the address for Malaysia Airlines' official website into a browser. It was hacked on Monday by a group that calls itself the official cyber caliphate. The airline said via its Twitter account that it's working on fixing the website. Malaysia Airlines was hit by 2 disasters last year: the disappearance of MH370 in March and the shooting down of MH17 a few months later.
Turning now to the weather. Skies today will be sunny to partly sunny. There is a low chance of us seeing some brief isolated showers. Tonight, conditions will be fair to partly cloudy with little or no showers. Expect a gentle breeze of 10 miles per hour from the east as temperatures reach a high of 25 degrees Celsius. Sunset for today will be at 6:03 p.m. And that wraps up ZIZ's midday newscast for today, Monday. Join us this evening when we present our major news package. I have been your presenter, JD Keynes. Have a great afternoon.